Hi, Vikas.
Yeah, hi.
Thank you for taking out
Hello.
time and being here with us today. So, Vikas, I'd like to start with trying to understand what drove you through the jump onto this entrepreneurship and what made you think of becoming an entrepreneur and your journey and your thoughts that led you to think of Shipway as a concept.
Yeah, thank you, Pakhi. And thank you, everyone, to be me here. So, Shipway, we have started in 2015. And the idea behind Shipway was to fill the gap in e-commerce industry. At that point of time, there are lots of gaps in logistic industry. There are no technology with logistics, so lots of things are handled through Excel files, and to handle only 100 orders in a day, they need to hire 4 to 5 operation guys, and it is very tough to make that. So that is the hole we want to plug in, and we have started shipway.in with click and start ready to go solution. And after our solution, they can basically print shipping labels and invoicing and e-commerce flows within 5 minutes of time. And our only motivation is to reduce the manual efforts to make the things automation, to convert the things into automation. So this is how we started Shipway in 2015. And we got very good response at that point of time, as we are one of the early stage enablers in e-commerce space.
Thank you, Vikas. That was helpful. We've been hearing since the morning that, while entrepreneurs conceptualize the brand, the proposition, and the marketing, it's the logistics and the warehousing solutions that are the actual heroes. So could you help us understand what is the problem statement? You did talk about it a little when you were thinking of the concept, but if you could help us understand a little more detail that what is the problem that you're solving for in the D2C ecosystem with the Shipway concept as the service and the offering?
Right. So currently, we are majorly working on e-commerce flows. So there are, in e-commerce, there are multiple in e-commerce journey from order pickup from warehouse to deliver till customer end. There are multiple flows. So like order management system, return management system, returns and exchange management system, collection of orders from customer, understanding the customer behavior. So there are multiple flows. So there are thousands of flows in e-commerce space. So we are basically automating these type of flows so that each and every D2C brand or any e-commerce player can basically provide the top-notch technologies like Amazon and Flipkart and other players are giving. So we are enabling the e-commerce sellers, D2C brands with the help of technology. So this is something we are solving.
So, Vikas, we all do know that the D2C potential is expected to go to a 70 billion market over the next 2 to 3, 4 years. Almost 1.5 times than the current e-commerce size, the very D2C segment. So if we break up the D2C piece into what are the hacks that you're solving, let's pick up customer experience, A, and B, if we want to pick up efficiency that you lend to the brands. So if you look at two wide sides of the spectrum, one is the consumer on one side, and you're enhancing customer experience because you're ensuring speedy deliveries, you're ensuring tracking of the entire package. And here on this side, you're doing another very important metric that you're leveraging and making sure that the levers are ticked is on the brand side with efficiency. So if we could pick up each of these and understand what are the hacks that you're solving, especially for D2C brands, and with some examples.
Yeah, sure. So majorly we are working with customer experience. So the idea we have started Shipway is how to reduce customer queries, because customer queries are the key part. So that is all about customer journey, how you are giving them the experience. So if you reduce the customer queries, you will be the king of D2C market. So that is the key thing that you can provide to your customer. For example, like there are few brands from plants industry or cosmetics industry. So we are providing a feature like you can collect. So most of the D2C brands are collecting the feedback reviews at the time of delivery. So how was your shipping experience? How was your quality of product and all? But we are like collecting the feedback and reviews after 30 days, after 60 days of time period also. So that customer can use that product actually and give you the actual feedback of the product so that you can improve. And this is the base of D2C brands. That's why D2C brands exist, because they provide top-notch experience that not standard brands in the market are providing. So this is this is something like these type of, there are lots of flows. This is again another flow I have given you the example. So there are lots small flows that D2C brands needs to be provided to their customer to provide the good customer experience. And another thing is like one more I want to share.
Sure.
Like for the exchange and refunds, if like in case of COD orders, at the time of order pickup, if you can refund the order amount to customer bank account within 30 minutes, that is, your customer will never gone. So first thing, you have hampered the experience of the customer because of wrong size or wrong quality of product. That is where you lost the customer. But when the order picked from the customer back and you gave the refund amount within 30 minutes, so that is something like is good experience. You can talk to your customer again and ask him to order from your website again. So this is another use case, like this type of technologies we are providing. This is again one flow, returns and exchange flow.
So definitely a lot of levers have been activated on the customer experience. Given now we've been hearing, we just heard in the last session pre-lunch that there's been this winter in funding that we are facing. Hence, investors are now starting to look at a lot of efficiency rather than growth, or growth in addition to efficiency. So on the brand side, have you had any examples where you have actioned or automated any process which has helped brands improve the visibility, the efficiency, and the profitability that they see?
Right. So here also, like there are few things like every brand, every D2C company or any e-commerce company can take care of. One is like fast deliveries. So obviously that is handled by third-party logistics, but you cannot really handle it. But you can obviously choose the right delivery partner who can deliver fast. And I'm not saying 15 to 30 minutes of deliveries like hyperlocal companies are doing, but same day or next day deliveries matters a lot. You can choose the right companies, that is the one thing. And to improve the efficiency, obviously you need some AI type of algorithms, and it is not possible to set up 10 engineers of time or team or 20 engineers of team. You need to obviously depend on there are lots of enablers in the markets. You can obviously use their technology. So currently like 3 to 4 million shipments are moving from our system monthly basis. So we have the complete data. I know like what is the star rating of this customer, what is the percentage of chances like customer can accept your COD order, and which courier is best for your customer. So these type of few things, obviously as a e-commerce brand, D2C brand, you cannot spend on technology. You cannot spend time on technology, but you can obviously choose the right partners. And you do not have time to build technology of 2 years of time. You can use obviously the technology. This is effectively improve your efficiency. So addition to this, like you can obviously use the warehousing thing in currently. So if you are like Delhi-based company, in South, you are sending the packets in 3 to 4 days of time. So you need to set up a warehouse in Bangalore. You need to warehouse at least 4 warehouses in India, so that your delivery efficiencies will increase. So this is something, if you customer receive the order same day or next day, that really helps you to improve your customer experience.
Yeah, so you come in as an extremely viable enabler for brands while they're focusing on what their strength and their core. You did speak about hyperlocal and quick delivery. Given your experience in building logistics solutions and spanning the depth and width of this country, what are your thoughts about quick commerce and hyperlocal from a enablement point of view, from an actionable and an implementation point of view on ground? What do you believe are the challenges? What do you believe will make it work? Do you think it will lend to improving the ecosystem? Your thoughts on?
So yes, obviously. So hyperlocal delivery is something like, obviously earlier it was like Milk Basket is providing 6 a.m. every morning the total deliveries, and now there are lots of players who are giving 15 minutes, 30 minutes delivery. But it totally depends upon category to category. I have mentioned in like a few minutes back. So if we are talking about hyperlocal delivery, so there are obviously different categories. Like if you want food, like if you are talking about Zomato or Swiggy, we need food in 30 minutes, that is fine. But if I am purchasing a shoes or mobile phone, I do not need in 30 minutes. So I can wait for like till evening or by next day. So we can like, obviously this totally depends on category to category. And there is no need to spend hugely on if like we are talking about e-commerce or D2C categories. So this question totally depends on category to category, how that is behaving.
So Vikas, given that you have actioned so many intelligent tools and you're constantly upgrading the technology and the support that you provide to your partners, with Shipway 1, what is it that you're doing different? And why was the need to already reform and enhanced and an advanced technology? Could you speak a few words and spend a few moments on that, please?
Yes, sure. So first I will tell you the problem. So there are lots of enablement companies like in India or throughout the globe. So there are lots of enablement companies. So how can a D2C brand can choose which one is right and which one is not right? True. And also with the help of only one enablement company, it is not possible to run any e-commerce, or so you cannot provide the best experience to your customers. So this is a big challenge. So here we thought of starting Shipway 1. So we are replacing, basically not replacing, we are enabling e-commerce brands to have few things under one roof. Like we are generating orders for them. So this is all technology. And after that, like NDR flows, we are providing order management system. We are providing return management system, returns and refunds completely. And after that, obviously, logistics thing also we are providing. So the main part here is any e-commerce D2C brand can use their own direct agreement with the courier company. Plus, if they do not have any direct account, they can use our courier partner also. We enable both. We are not encouraging to use only our couriers. We are giving option like you can use your own agreement. If you do not have your own agreement, you can use our. So on an average, like in an industry, everyone is using 4 or 5 courier companies. Okay. And if there are 4 or 5 courier companies, they need to use 4 or 5 panels also. They need to reconcile 4 or 5 different balance sheets also. Everything, so they need to reconcile accounting part. So that is very much confusing. So in our panel, it is under one roof. You can track orders under one roof. You can do COD reconciliation under one roof. You can use your own courier companies also. You can use our courier companies also. So this is how like we have made Shipway 1.
Thank you, Vikas, for giving us those insights and forming Shipway 1, which is an extremely seamless enabler for partners. Thank you so much, Vikas, for your time and taking us through.
Thank you, Pakhi. Thank you.
This
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you for